Hi, we're going to talk about region in algebra and geometry. So we're going to start with the algebra ones. Most of these you should remember from your algebra course. So the addition property simply is if A equals B, then A plus C equals B plus C. So you can add the same thing to both sides and you'll still get a true statement. They'll still be equal. Subtraction, same thing. If A equals B, then A minus C equals B minus C. Again, just subtracting the same thing from both sides, you'll still get a true statement. Multiplication works the same way. A equals B, then AC equals BC. So multiplying both sides by the same thing. And division property, same concept. If A equals B, then A divided by C equals B divided by C. Now we'll get into more of the geometry properties. So the reflexive property just means that A equals A. The symmetric property means if A equals B, then B equals A. You're just flipping those around to make a true statement. That can be like when you're in algebra and you said 7 equals X. Well, you flip that around, X equals 7. The transitive property is if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. So you're taking two things that are true and making another true statement, making a conclusion. This is kind of like the law of syllogism that we did in the last video. And then the substitution property is if A equals B, then you can substitute in A for B. So those are the properties you need to know. And let's use some of those properties to do a proof. So I have a problem here worked out, and we're going to go through this and give the property that's being done in each one of these steps. In this first one, I didn't go over this property, but hopefully you remember it. So this first one, we took that 5x and we distributed it to both of those. So that first one is the distributive property. The second one, we had the 5x minus 5 plus 2x plus 8, and we turned that into 7x plus 3. So in that case, we combined like terms. Next, we have 7x plus 3 equals 24, and we turn that into 7x equals 21. So that is the subtraction property. And a lot of times what you'll see is the subtraction property of equality. Next, we have 7x equals 21, and we turn it into x equals 3. So we divided there to get that. So that's the division property of equality. And the last thing there, I moved it up, is we turn the x equals 3 into 3 equals x. and that is the symmetric property. When you just flip them around, that's symmetric, keeping things symmetrical. So those are the properties you need to go, and that's how you do a proof for those.